Namaste. Today we are going to watch the S.A.S in Nairobi. So the United Kingdom Special Forces, the S.A.S, is very well known for their combat and they're very well known for their powers. But yes, we do not know much about it because we have not seen much videos of it. We have seen a lot of videos related to the US Marines and the US Special Forces. We have seen all these related videos to it. So we know how much powerful they are, but we do not know the power of S.A.S and how strong they are and what they could do. So someone sent us this video of about of January 2019, where there were some insurgents who went inside Nairobi, Kenya, and they were doing the bad things, and then S.A.S went in and they neutralized the threat. So this will be a very interesting video to watch and understand.
Seriously, I'm also so much excited to watch this video, and the first question which came into my mind after watching after reading the title was that what is the full form of the SAS, and it is Special Air Service. And we have seen a lot of videos of the America where they showed us about the Special Air Services, army and all, but we are not so much familiar about this unit, and this is going to be tribute video to SAS. And maybe they are Special Air Force because they have given secret operations. We have seen a lot of videos of Pakistan where they have where they are trained for the special special operations. That's the reason maybe they are called as a Special Air Service. And maybe after watching this video we will get a lot of knowledge about them, and our doubts going to be clear after watching this video. So yeah, let's watch the video.
Yes, and I was also reading about it. So S.A.S is very well renowned for their surveillance, their close combat fighting, and hostage rescue. So this might be a similar situation in Nairobi. So let's watch what happened in Nairobi.
Between 3 and 3:35 pm on the 15th of January 2019, 5 Islamic militants launched a coordinated attack against the 14th Riverside Business Plaza, located in the heart of the Kenyan capital city of Nairobi.
Oh.
In the wake of the first bombs going off, Kenyan special forces were mobilised from the town of Ruru to deploy to the scene of the attack. Embedded with them was a British soldier of B Squadron, 22nd S.A.S Regiment, who was requested to join the Kenyans in their deployment. Arriving at around 3:40 pm, the S.A.S soldier conferred with members of the Kenyan police and army before moving off to the outer perimeter of the complex, armed with his body armour vest and Canadian-made L119A1 rifle.
Okay.
Here he was seen conducting a reconnaissance of the area, possibly trying to establish the whereabouts of the terrorists, any civilians seeking safety, and familiarising himself with the local area.
Oh wow, he was
The clip ends with him running into the heart of the complex.
doing the surveillance.
Returning back to the main entrance, we see him, this time with assistance, carrying an injured civilian to safety.
Wow.
As others come to help the wounded man, we see the soldier turn around and head back towards the plaza. Present at the time, a witness commented, "This man carried out one of the wounded and I went back and did that again." There was a lot of confusion and a lot of people running around, but he stood out because he was a foreigner. He was very brave.
Wow. Hats
Having
off.
carried out several rescue sorties, the soldier is then seen standing alongside his Kenyan colleagues. Discussions are visibly underway and the Kenyan armed presence is increasing when the film cuts to him running back in the direction of the hotel complex, alone.
He went alone?
The scene ends there and we are unable to confirm what he has exactly done at this stage, but what we do know is that the time is just before 4:25 pm, which was H-out for the Kenyan military operation to extract the civilians who had trapped themselves in the buildings for their own safety. The Kenyan offence is centred on two focal points. On the right, the S.A.S soldier was embedded alongside Kenyan soldiers to clear the building known as Belgravia, whilst the second push, on the left, cleared the building known as Hanover.
Wow. The Kenyan Army Police launched a rescue effort. They were one of the first. Oh wow. How brave he was. Oh my god.
Leading the way into Belgravia's ground floor, which housed a hair salon, the trooper began searching for trapped civilians. Following closely behind, we see the Kenyan soldiers moving up in support. Not long after, we see the S.A.S soldier with one of the first civilians to be rescued.
Oh,
As more
wow.
civilians are brought to safety, we see him turn round and head back towards the building.
He continued going on and on. Wow.
Heading back to Belgravia, we see the British soldier behind the woman, his boots and balaclava just visible, as the Kenyan soldiers begin clearing the ground floor and rescuing other civilians. Returning to the building's entrance, we see him ordering a large group of civilians out of Belgravia, and alongside his Kenyan colleagues, he leads them to safety.
This is so brave of him to do.
This is so motivating video, man.
Yes. And see, he was the last one carrying everyone out.
Thereafter, the soldier returns and proceeds to assist in extracting many more civilians from the building. His actions afterwards, however, are not precisely clear due to the lack of footage available. Nevertheless, after helping with the efforts near Belgravia, the British trooper deployed onto the left flank to help secure Hanover. This photo shows him deploying to that flank, with two armed Kenyans following up behind him. From here, he moved down the road where he was photographed handling pieces of paper with several armed civilians, possibly discussing the course of action and how to clear the end block of the complex. Moving into the building, he assisted the Kenyan soldiers in clearing each room, and is seen conducting stop and searches on civilians who had locked themselves inside the rooms for their own safety.
Oh. My God.
Unfortunately, as the day wore on, a restricted perimeter around the site of the attack was established, and the media and photographers were forced away from the scene, meaning after this point we do not know what the British S.A.S. troop had done.
Because the people from the
Judging
inside
from
could
his
also see
activity
these
throughout the
videos.
day, it is certain he continued to provide advice and support to the Kenyan Special Forces
Yes.
in their efforts to neutralise the enemy. By late evening on the 15th of January, the Kenyan Special Forces had located the position of 4 of the Islamic terrorists and began their operation to clear them out.
Oh.
By 3 AM on the 16th of January, the Kenyans had trapped the militants into a single room, and an hour later launched an assault, which left all 4 militants dead, with only 2 soldiers becoming lightly wounded.
That was amazing.
The morning of the 16th January.
700 civilians were rescued.
Wow.
George Cross, wow.
Wow.
21 innocent civilians. This was such a moving video, but also an inspiring video of how that man alone just went in there. He was asked for help by the Kenyan police officers and he said yes and he went for it. He was not like, okay, I will understand and I will take care of it and I'll sit back because it's not my job. No, he just was leading from the front. He just was giving away the civilians to the normal people and then going back in. Giving away and then going back in. So that was his amount of work that he did, and it was very very brave of him to do because he had no role to do that, because he just could have said no, or he could have said okay, I'll wait for more people to come in, but no, he just went in with it and he was very very brave, you know. And also the thing was when they removed all the cameras around, because I think so the cameras should have been removed a lot earlier, because even though we got to see the brave man's footage, but yes, it is better that we remove the camera, because even the terrorists can see all those kind of videos and news channels, and it could hurt the people inside even more, because you know India also had that Mumbai attack. In that Mumbai attack in 2008, the same thing happened. News channels were continuously reporting live, and due to that, what happened was all the all the terrorists were also able to see the reports live, and they were able to tell the people inside that okay, you should do this and that. So then what Indian government did was okay, that you cannot report up to 5 or 10 hours. They made a margin that okay, you can only delay reporting and no live reporting is allowed, otherwise you will be banned. So that was made to ensure that okay, no live reporting is being done. So this was a very moving video.
Seriously, this video was so inspiring, and we should learn a lot of things from this man. Firstly, he's so brave, and secondly, he is so kind that he didn't care about his life. He was, you know, so possessive for other people's. He's so kind that he only think about the other people. And you know what is the good part of this? operation that 700 civilians were rescued, and only, not only, but yes, 21 civilians were killed in this operation. But we should always look into the positive side. They this from because of this guy 700 civilians were rescued. That's a huge number, man. And the way he was, uh, participating in the operation is so incredible. And seriously, uh this is the reason why we should respect soldiers so much. And we can say that SAS soldiers are elite, and they are, they are so brave, they are so kind, that they doesn't think about their life. And even when, when we see death in front of our life, every person think about, oneself. It's very few people, there are very few people who think about other when you see that in front of your eye. So this is the kind of man we this is a man, literally he's so inspiring, and I do think that we should become just like him. And we are becoming, day by day we are becoming selfish, and we are just thinking about ourselves, and we should learn a lot of things from him.
Yes, actually, he's a very, very brave man, and the work he did was superb. So, what do you guys find about it? Do let us know in the comment section below. So, do like, share, and
Subscribe.
bye.
Bye.